Hi and welcome back to another episode of Booked and Busy. In today's episode we're going to be doing another reading vlog. So I recently finished my best friend's to-do list. So that means I'm getting to my next book on my TBR, which is Twisted Love. So we're going to get into that in a little bit. It is currently 8:54 and I have class at 9:30. That goes till 3:15, so I will not be reading until later tonight. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit to start Twisted Love, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, babes, I have read a little over half of the book already. I'm on chapter 25. Let me just say, these two have such an interesting relationship. I feel like, I don't even know how to start with this. I read so much since I started the book yesterday. Yeah, I find it really interesting how, Ava had her own, they both have their own separate, things that happened to them when they were younger, but I feel like, I don't know. Okay, so we're starting off and we have Ava and Alex, and I feel like their relationship is so interesting because they've known each other for 8 years, yet they seemingly know nothing about each other, which is disproven when Alex lists off her favorite things and stuff. But I feel like, I don't know, this whole book up until this point, until the chapter when stuff happened, the spice, I feel like, I don't even know how to describe it. There was so much that happened. I should have done a 25% update because let's just say this. The tension that this book is giving up until the spice chapter is giving K-drama romance, where you don't see anything happening and it takes 10 episodes until you actually see them hold hands. That's the tension that we're getting out of this book. Yeah, it's slowly building. I feel like I'm annoyed with him because, yes, I understand that he's closed off and he doesn't want to actually open up to her and to anybody actually, but I don't know, it pisses me off because it's you can't, I don't know, he shows emotion when he does and he doesn't show emotion when he doesn't, obviously, but it's you have to show some emotion for us to know that you're a real person, which is why she's she did the whole experiment operation emotion. Honestly, I thought that was a little dumb. I get that that's how you're trying to get to push him to be expressive, but I don't know, I wasn't really a fan of that one. But yeah, we could see that he's really conflicted with how he feels about her, especially her being his best friend's younger sister and he's supposed to protect her and stuff. But it's really weird because it's he's so opposed to taking care of her, but when he's very protective of her and possessive of her, it's why are you possessive? You're just supposed to take care of her. You're just supposed to check in on her over text every two days or every week, once a week kind of thing. Why are you throwing punches? I don't know, I feel it's really weird. He can't differentiate his job and what he's actually doing, and I know that's kind of the point, but he goes really overboard with this job and this responsibility. Yeah, that's where we're at. The spice in this book is pretty interesting because they went from not knowing each other like that to y'all just stayed together in a hotel for 2 days for the weekend, and now what? But anyways, I will say that the spice in that scene was very yeah, that was real good. That one's real good. I can see why people enjoy this one. But yeah, we're at 50%. I'm gonna hopefully finish this book by the end of tomorrow, and we'll catch up in a little bit. I really honestly forgot to record me reading today because I recorded last night when I was starting the book, but yeah, I forgot to record. Hopefully I'll record a little bit more tomorrow when I continue reading, but I think I'm done reading for now. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I wanted to stop for a second and just chat because I know it's been a hot minute since I actually like talked in this video. So pretty much I've been so busy doing PR stuff for one of the clubs that I'm a part of. I'm internal public relations for it. So my job is to do all the social media posts, and since we're like starting this semester, like we're getting into full swing of things. So we have a lot of stuff to like push out for PR. So I've been really busy with that this weekend. I had a retreat for that club to get to know my other board members a little bit better and to like get some stuff done and kind of like plan what we're doing this semester. So that was this weekend. Last weekend, before I started this vlog, I also had another retreat for another club that I'm a part of and I'm also on board for, which is called PCN, Filipino Cultural Night. So I'm the stage manager for that. I pretty much make sure that like when we actually have production, I'm the show caller. Like I tell when the lights go on, I make sure that we're on track, I make sure we're like keeping in time with our stage plots and everything. So we've had a lot of meetings recently for just like general board stuff, and then also like for our production group, we've been planning out our stage plots and what props we need to go find or to make this season. So I've been really busy with that. Today's Tuesday and it is currently 4:30. I've been so busy. Today is like my first day of like the week for school kind of a thing. Like I don't have class on Mondays. So yeah, today I had technically 3 classes, but 2 of them overlap, so I ended up staying in my 9:30 class till 12:15 instead of leaving early to go to my 11 o'clock class that ends at 12:15. So I was supposed to go to that class today, but I ended up just finishing all that work at home just now. And then after class ended at 12:15, I ended up going to the student center and I was doing a bunch of PR stuff still and getting some homework done. I had class at 2, so I went to class. That was my media law class, and I've already read the textbook for the stuff that she's going over right now. Like I'm already like ahead because I'm trying to get ahead before I start my new job. Yeah, I just wanted to check in because I know it's been like a minute, and I started this book like 5 days ago and I think I'm only at like 60%, if that. So since I finished all my stuff for today, and I think I'm just gonna take the rest of the day to relax and rest, I'm gonna read a little bit more and hopefully finish this book tonight because I'm really enjoying this book, and I wish I had more time for it right now, but I've been so busy just trying to like front load my entire semester, like get all of the stuff done that I can that's open now before we get into like the full swing of production, because we're doing a lot of pre-production stuff for my studio classes, and then we're gonna get into like actually like producing the content. So it's gonna take, I think we're doing a whole month's worth of like pre-production stuff, so I have to like get all of my stuff planned out now and do all of my stuff that's like later on in the semester that's like busy work. I'm trying to push it all to the front because I start my new job at the end of March, so I'm gonna have even less time to do homework and all that stuff. And then it's full swing for PCN production, and that's all after hours. Phil grad's coming up for graduation. We have a lot of fundraisers coming up for that, so I'm trying to stay on top of everything. Starting in March is going to be full swing, so busy. My TBR videos are going to be so short because I'm not going to be able to read so many books. Yeah, March and April and May are very hectic months for me. But after that, I'll be freed up a little bit more. I won't have school anymore. It'll be great. We're just going to have to troop through the next 3 months-ish. Until I graduate, and yeah, we'll go from there. All of that just to say I'm going to be reading a little bit more. Hopefully I finish this book tonight and then get started on another book probably tomorrow. I have a lot of time tomorrow, so I do want to start another book. I have not been able to like relax since like last Monday, and it's currently Tuesday. So we're gonna take some time tonight. We're gonna relax, we're gonna read. So yeah, I will catch you guys in a little bit. I just finished chapter 33 Why did I have a feeling? I had a feeling it was... Oh boy. This book is twisted. First, we have her story. And all that series of lies. And then we have his story. And all that childhood trauma that we're unpacking. And what the hell was that? But I had a feeling. Okay. Alright, babes. So I finished Twisted Love. I have some thoughts. Number one, I feel like this book was really overhyped, spice-wise. I really enjoyed the plot and the story of this book and the way that we like kind of deep dove into the characters. But I feel like everyone like has been hyping up this book and the spice is like that good. And for me, honestly, I feel like it was pretty mellow. Might be a hot take. Yeah, I wasn't really in love with that aspect of it. Like, yeah, it was good, but it wasn't like 5 out of 5 spice meter good. Like, I feel like I read books that were spicier. That plus we didn't really get that many scenes, so that might have been part of my disappointment. But I did really enjoy this book. I feel like the way that she wrote about them, the way that there was like this like plot of like finding out Ava's like history and like her family stuff, and then Alex's history, like I feel like it was really deep. Yeah, we don't really see that a lot in a lot of books, or at least the books that I've read. It got really personal. I feel like from like the 75% to the end of the book, I feel like, I don't know how I feel about it, because I feel she pretty much like ups and starts this new program, and he like just upends his whole entire life. And it's like, yeah, do that, but like really a whole year, like this was like a whole year that he was just like out there with her, like seeing her every day, and nothing happened. And then it was like her big day at the end of the book, right? And it was just like, then they got back together and that was that. Like, what do you mean? Like, there should be a little bit more to that. I feel like that was just really, I don't know, it felt like a cop-out of like an ending. Like, I feel like there was so much that happened in like the first 75% of the book, and that was how they got back together. Was he just like stalked her for like a year and that was like it? I don't know. I feel like I was really disappointed with this book. I feel like it was so hyped and I was expecting a lot more out of this book, so maybe that's my fault for expecting so much. But I feel like everyone's like, oh, if you're putting your significant other onto a spicy book and they think the books that you read are spicy, like make them read this book. And I feel like it wasn't that spicy. Like, I could refer you to other books that were much more spicy. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about this. If I were to rate this book, I feel like this one would be maybe a 3. It's just average for me. It's not great, it's not bad, it was okay. So I think it'd be a 3 out of 5 stars. Spice level, really disappointing. It wasn't nothing, it was definitely present, but I feel like the scenes could have either been longer or there could have been more if we were gonna actually rate it really high. I feel like this one might have been a 2.5 for me. Like, it wasn't that spicy, low-key. So yeah, I just finished that book today. That one was really deep. I feel like I want something sweet, so I might do Strawberry Fields Forever because I feel like that'll be a good refresher. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on this one in a little bit. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed with Twisted Love. Like, I was expecting a lot more. Yeah, I'll get into this one in a little bit. This one is super short. It looks like it's a little under 300 pages. So, quick read. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I guess I should have recapped what Strawberry Fields Forever is about. I just read chapter 1, so it kind of reminded me that I need to actually talk about this. We follow the story of Jane, and chapter 1 pretty much is she's part of this marketing firm, and so it's a company that she started with her friends, and they do PR and marketing for different companies that reach out to them. So they've been working on one, and it's just about to launch and stuff, but she was able to secure a very, very large deal, very, very large contract with Sugar Maple Farms. Very big project, and she signed the contract right away. The owner of Sugar Maple Farms is an older man, and he was like, you need to sign the contract. I need you to be out here in 2 weeks. But she didn't tell her team that. What she told them was, he's willing to pay them 20% more upfront if they sign that night. So she didn't consult her team with it, and they were a little shocked, to say the least. And chapter 1 pretty much ends up with her flying out to South Carolina to Sugar Maple Farms by herself. So that's pretty much how it started. I think this one was a Grumpy Sunshine trope. I'm not quite sure, I can't remember from my TBR video, it's been a hot minute, but yeah, we kind of get the fact and the idea that the older man who owns Sugar Maple Farms is probably the love interest's father or grandfather, and he knows that the farm is going to the love interest. I forgot his name. We've yet to get his name. And if he found out that he was trying to revitalize the PR and the branding of the farm, he would interfere. So yeah, we kind of already know that, and that's all we know as of chapter 1. We're gonna keep reading and we'll see what happens. Tuesday, 3:30. I didn't go to class today because today's been a really bad symptom day. So I'm home. I did some homework and class stuff in preparation for tomorrow's class. I will have to go to that one because it's production. So I'm just gonna have to get through my symptoms right now. But yeah, since I'm home, I'm gonna tuck into bed for a little bit just to rest because I've been sitting for a while, and I'm gonna read a little bit more of Strawberry Fields Forever. I'm currently chapter 12. I've read about 100 pages now. Just a little bit about the book right now. We see that she moved all the way out there by herself, and her team is definitely 100% not coming to help her. And he has been making her life pretty miserable, but there's a deal that he's making with his uncle, which is not guaranteed, but his uncle promised to come back in 6 months to check on the farm and everything. So he's being a little nicer, but it was definitely a love-hate relationship between the two. Yeah, they were not getting along. He was definitely trying to make her life harder and to make her go away, but she's very stubborn and she's not going away. So yeah, but after his conversation with his uncle, he's being a lot nicer. He's willing to help her out, so he's going with her to go talk to people. So it's going good. It's about 100 pages in. We're gonna keep reading, and I'll update at 50%. Okay, I've been reading on my phone for a little bit. We are at 55%. A little past halfway, but their relationship is so cute. They finally came to an agreement of how they're going to make the farm better. We can totally see that he's falling for her hard, and there's a lot of tension going on. They get caught in some scenarios that it's something's about to happen, and then it doesn't. It makes the reader want more, and I'm actually enjoying that. It's yes, and then dang it. You really want them to get together and stuff, but we're waiting a little bit more. I just read that Trip got a concussion when they were trying to retile her bathroom, and now they're back to the banter because she's supposed to make sure that he sleeps through the night and stuff like that and doesn't slip into a coma, and they're arguing. And I find it really funny that the room that he's staying in was his grandparents, and since they were old, they have the light you clap twice to turn it on and clap twice to turn it off, and so they're arguing right now, and they're clapping to turn the lights on. She's clapping to turn the lights off, and he's clapping to turn the lights on, and I find that really funny. It's really cute banter. We're kind of at a good point right now. I feel they got over that hill of frenemies. I feel they're closer to the friendship point than they used to be. They're getting along a lot better now, which is really cute. So I'm hoping that we see a little bit more progression and they stop pushing each other away and denying what's happening here. So we're gonna keep reading, but yeah, cute little update. I'm on page 180 and okay, chapter 19. It's from Chip's point of view. And there's 2 lines in this chapter that are so sweet. The first one is, from the moment I met her, I wanted all gas, no brakes. I was like, yes. My heart felt so happy with that one. And then the second one, this one got me kicking my feet and giggling. He said, her breath smells like cotton candy, and I want to taste it to see if it's blue or pink. Gagged. Oh my god. I was literally smiling so hard I had to stop reading. They're so cute. The book. I just finished the epilogue. You have to read the epilogue if you are gonna read this book. That just made the entire book that much better. Oh my god. So since I finished the book, I'm just gonna give it my thoughts. I feel like that book, it was so cute. It was so cutesy. I was right when I said this one was gonna be a cutesy little romance. It was definitely a very happily ever after book, despite all the banter and their arguing throughout the entire book. I really enjoyed their dynamic, the way that their stories were intertwined together, like her past and his past, and just kind of like their self-discovery when they meet was so cute. I feel like the last 20%, like from like the 80% mark and on, it was definitely a roller coaster of emotions because you just don't really know what's happening on both ends. Like you see one perspective and then you're getting all the emotions that they're feeling in that moment and you're not necessarily seeing the other side of the story. So you just have to keep reading. Like you just have to like get through it. But yeah, this book was so cute. I really loved the banter in this one. The relationship dynamic was so cute. Like they were perfect and they knew that they were perfect. They were just fighting it, obviously, for business reasons. But I feel like this dynamic could not have been any better. Like the frenemies aspect of it. Yeah, I think the frenemies aspect of it was like the best part of it because that's kind of how it started. And then they got really, really close because of that. The tension and the dynamic that they were fighting since the beginning of their, when they met it was like intense, but like in a good kind of way. Yeah, if I were to rate this book, I would say this one was definitely, it was such a cute, innocent little read. I feel like it's really refreshing to see kind of like a lighthearted romance. So this one I'm going to rate as a 3.5 stars. It was really cute. I enjoyed it. Spice level, absolutely no spice. 0.5 for the tension, but yeah, no spice. It was like a really clean romance and it was nice. I enjoyed it. So yeah, that's how I felt about this one. And that wraps up my February reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, as I'm recording this, and I have a big production happening tomorrow in class. So I will be working on that. I'm gonna bring my cameras along. You guys will see what I do during the day. Kind of like my alter ego, aside from my reading. So yeah, stay tuned for that if that's what you're into. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so I know that you like this kind of content and you want to see more of it from me. Go ahead and drop it down in the comments, any books that you recommend me to read for my March TBR. I'm looking for thrillers, romance, horror, pretty much any genre next month. I think I do need kind of a variety outside of the romance category. So yeah, let me know some books in the comments. That's it for this vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one.